Right, so we're going to start with some big transfer news. Erik ten Hag is closing in on his first signing as Manchester United manager, as the club are close to agreeing a deal with Barcelona for the midfielder Frenkie de Jong. And there is a news of interest in a defender as well. So we'll have a little bit more on that. I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Michael Bridge and Anton Tolui. Good afternoon to you. So, Michael, I'm going to start with you. What's the latest? What can you tell us?
A busy day for Manchester United and hopefully good news for their supporters, accelerating their interest in left-back Tyrell Malacia. Now, he plays for Feyenoord. Now, he was expected to go to Lyon, but Manchester United have now registered their interest in a player they think they could sign for around £13 million. Now, he's a left-back, and we understand Erik ten Hag was a big fan of him when Erik ten Hag was the head coach of Ajax, so he obviously knows him very well, watching him for Feyenoord in the Eredivisie. Now, what do Manchester United need to improve on? I mean, most United fans would probably say everywhere, wouldn't they? I mean, you know, they've got Luke Shaw, Alex Telles and Brandon Williams on the left-hand side. You'd imagine at least one out of that three, maybe even two, will move on once pre-season goes on. But £13 million for a 22-year-old, I'm sure United fans would be very happy with that. As you say, a lot of United fans we speak to and interact with us here on Sky Sports News, they want improvements all over the pitch.
I think this is an interesting one because left-back is somewhere where they are quite well stacked. It's not necessarily the most desperate need. And yet, at the same time, this is, like you said, a player that Ten Hag knows well. One person I speak to said he is the best left-back in Eredivisie. Malacia is rapid. He's quick, loves to get forward. Recovery, you see lots of sort of flashy recovery tackles, which look great, but also worries me when a defender has to go back and put in lots of. But he puts in so much yardage. Is really keen to be involved with with the play going forward, which I think United fans would absolutely love to see. So I can see why there's interest in him from United's point of view, because a dynamic player like that can change the way you attack. And we're seeing with the other player they're trying to sign, they are trying to change the way they operate and the way they play. And that's because Frenkie de Jong is potentially going to become a Manchester United player. It looks like it's getting closer to that anyway.
Yeah, how close are we to that then?
Well, there's still a way to go. I think all parties want it done now. I mean, this has taken some time for Manchester United because, well, we weren't sure at first. I mean, de Jong did an interview for Holland during the Nations League and said how much he loves playing for Barcelona. But I think Erik ten Hag has made it pretty clear. I want you at my side at Manchester United. A broad agreement on the fee to be around €65 million with performance-related add-ons. He's 25. What's he good at? And people say, well, he's pretty good at everything. And what do Manchester United need? We need someone who to retain possession, what Manchester United weren't doing a lot last season. What I'm intrigued with, does that allow Donny van der Beek to come back into the Manchester United side? Does he get a second chance under a player and manager he knows very well?
Yeah, I'm intrigued by this one because Ten Hag will want his generals. He will want people that knows the exact style of football he wants to play, and Frenkie de Jong will be quite literally at the centre of it if he does agree to join, because obviously they played with each other, well, play for him at Ajax, and obviously he's comes away from spending a few years at Barcelona. So also, in terms of football intellect, you're not going to get a higher calibre player coming in. But I think this deal would have been done a long time ago if it was easy to persuade the player to go to Manchester United. Manchester United, as Michael was saying, he's very, very happy at Barcelona. He's on a very good contract there. And the fact that obviously Manchester United aren't in the Champions League. But like I said, broad agreement between the clubs for a fee. We believe personal terms won't be an issue. So ever so closer, we're getting ever so inching closer, I think is a better way to put it. So I think Manchester United fans can be a little bit more optimistic.
Yeah, and say, will this appease the fans, though? I mean, just, it's not too much business, is it? And you didn't point out that really they need to strengthen it in all areas.
Yeah, I not really remembered a June like this, though, really. I mean, I genuinely feel like I'm talking at the end of July. I mean, it's early, clubs are really, Erik ten Hag only went back yesterday to Manchester United, his new club, of course, and clubs are returning to training this week. But the difference is now is that after the last couple of years, pre-season friendlies weren't abroad or around the world because of COVID. United fly to Thailand on July the 8th. Managers will love to have new signings on the plane. Chelsea and Arsenal going to America.
It's almost pointless going if you haven't got key players on that pre-season tour.
Yeah. Obviously, it's good for commercial and to meet their fans all around the world. Tottenham going to South Korea, Son. I mean, wow. But Tottenham will want most of their new signings. It won't. All of them won't happen, but Manchester United will want a couple.
And also, you think, the other clubs doing business, Liverpool doing business, Arsenal doing business, City have done their business, but those head coaches have been in position for a little while now. They know their players, they know the needs. Like you said, it's only the second day of training for Manchester United, so Ten Hag is clearly looking at what they have.
Yeah, absolutely.